this demo we are looking at a brand new pedal from Catalinbread, the Formula 51. This is based on the small and yet mighty Fender Champ. Now you have a ton of options here, even though you've only got 4 knobs. This will run on 18 volts or 9 volts, and those do give you a considerable range of differences, especially in the interactivity of all of these knobs, especially the sag, the volume and the gain. But you also have this tone knob here, which when rolled all the way back will give you a more mids focused tweed type tone, and then if you ramp it up all the way around you get a more sort of scooped blackface type tonal option. Now for me this gave me huge Neil Young vibes right off the bat, so let's dive in and check out some riffs. So in the intro you heard Rockin in the Free World, an absolute classic, and it's got that really cool blown out tweed sort of tone, and I was using the 18 volts power supply option for that. For the next one I'm going to show you the 9 volt option, okay, because there is quite a difference in terms of headroom and functionality in the way that the knobs will interact between those two power options. Let's check out Like a Hurricane with these settings. I just want to do a little comparison between 9 volts and 18 volts and how the sag knob interacts with those two settings. So these are the settings that I will be using for the 18 volt tone, right? I'm going to use I'm the Ocean off the Mirrorball album, which is cool. Here it's a little bit too kind of fuzzy and gnarly sounding. Now moving over to 18 volts with these settings, sounds much closer. Example, I thought that the 18 volt one got you closer to the original tone, but let's take a look at Cinnamon Girl, and I think the 9 volt option sounds better, but see what you think. So with these settings and using an 18 volt power supply we have this. Sounds pretty cool. Now the distinctive bit for me is this bit, because it's not quite there for me. So let's switch over to the 9 volt power supply, and I have tweaked the gain and the sag a little bit, but now we have this. Much more of that lovely woolly low end, isn't there? Almost fuzzy. So for me, I like the 9 volt option there. Now sticking with 9 volts, perfect for some solo stuff. Southern Man has a really, really distinctive kind of lead tone. Good stuff, right? And it's also great for I've Got ID, which is a Pearl Jam tune that Neil plays the solo parts on, right? So you've got this. You know, it's got that really cool bassy, fuzzy sort of tone to it. Really cool. Now we're going to stick with 18 volts for the remaining examples, and we're going to go with Cowgirl in the Sand. I want to show you how you can stack pedals into this as well, right? So my clean tone. Sounds like that. With the Formula 51. that lovely little growl going on. And then using the Catalinbread tribute before the Formula 51, just with everything set at noon, we have this. Which is perfect for Cowgirl in the Sand, so let's chuck those together so you can hear them both in situ. This isn't a pedal that you just go everything in the middle and start from there. You really have to start with the sag at 0 and the gain at 0 and just, you know, start to blend things in to find tones that you like. But having said that, with everything in the middle, we've got a really nice Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young Ohio tone. Check it out. So with these settings, you get a much more saturated tone. That's really good for lead stuff too, especially the live version of Cortez the Killer, right? So you've got... You got that going on, right? But the lead part... That part's great, isn't it? Lovely. Now running the pedal using 18 volts rather than 9 volts gives you much more headroom, okay? So you've got a lot more scope for clean tones. So here's my clean tone again, just the amp. Pretty nice. But then with the Formula 51 and these settings, you get a really nice down by the river tone. Much more snappy, isn't it? Great for the lead tone in that as well. Now for one more example with these settings, we're going to go with Act of Love, another one off Mirrorball. Has a really nice medium gain tone, but still retain the clarity of the individual notes in the chords. So hope you enjoyed this one. See you again soon.